Hi, this is Marty with EIE Academy, the home of homeschool freedom. And today I'm having the great pleasure of introducing you to a great friend of mine, Miss Chris. And she is our leader, our producer, our director, our filmmaker of our filmmaking class that is designed to satisfy that exploratory component of our EIE philosophy of 40% academics, 60% exploration. And nowhere else will you find this class because we are privileged to have Chris being part of our staff here. So Chris, how are you today?
Fantastic, and I'm so glad to be here.
And I am glad you're here too, because in reality, while we're here speaking to each other, talking about her class is actually in action right now. The kids are, in fact, you tell me what they're doing right now.
We're doing a film class today, and they are shooting their own short film. One is directing, one is running camera, all of them are acting on camera, and one is being the first AD and script supervisor. So they're learning all the various positions of crew and acting on set as I've been teaching them. So today we're putting it into practice.
Oh, great.
And we're going to have a short film written and created by the kids.
See, that's the secret. In her class, you're not just sitting at a table, you're not listening to a person just yak out all kinds of technical. In fact, these kids never sit down because they're always in action, and they're actually doing everything from the creation to, well, they do sit down, when they sit down and watch their creation. But everything in between is done by the kids under the guidance of Chris and her assistant. So, tell me, Chris, why is it that you came to me to offer this class?
Well, I originally came to you, Marty, because I was looking for the most excellent platform to educate my son in, and I knew and heard through many people that Excellence in Education Academy is the place to come. So I brought my own son here, and he has benefited so greatly from you.
Well, thank you. Thank
your
you.
curriculum and the freedom that he has to become the young man that he is today now. He just graduated high school, and thanks to you and Carolyn and this wonderful academy, he was able to really transcend way above the level he would have been in public school.
So, but then you decided, I'm going to talk to Marty about having a class.
Yep.
Explain to me your original intent behind having a class for homeschoolers.
Sure. Well, I've been teaching acting to over 20,000 kids for the last 20-some years.
Good.
And I've taught in over 11 locations in California alone. But the reason why I wanted to bring this here is I believe this is the gift that God gave me. And I'm really, really qualified in bringing out not only professional acting skills in children, but if they're not interested in going forward to a professional career, I also can just bring out their confidence, their creativity,
Yes.
stimulate their minds to so many other things they can do in life, and their confidence level just zooms. Today, we had a kid on set who his mother said, oh, he's always so scared and he's always so nervous. So he said, I can't get up in front of the camera, I'm scared. So we gave him 2 words to say on camera,
Wow.
and I said the
Good.
right words psychologically. He said them on camera, and now he doesn't want to leave.
Ah,
And
there you go.
you just have to approach
Fantastic.
it the right way, you know.
You know,
So.
see, that's the whole thing about Chris. She's got this gentle approach. It's not that typical scene where you see the director and producer yelling at you and there's chaos on the set.
No.
Well, we do have some chaos, but you know what? It's okay. It's fun chaos. But she comes from a loving heart and a true dedication to improving our students who participate in this class. In fact, she appeals to a wide spectrum of students, from those who are very perform-oriented to those who can barely say 3 words because they're so shy. In fact, we have one student who's on the spectrum, the Asperger's spectrum, autistic spectrum, and she came in very shy And today, my goodness, the change in her over the last 18 months has been phenomenal. I was just talking to her parent today, and the progress, and we attribute the majority of the progress to your class.
I'm very blessed to teach it, and I wanted from all my heart to bring a great special class here because I appreciate you and your school so much. I wanted to bring this here, and I love doing it. I am a professional casting director and a producer now, and I don't have a lot of time, but I take the time to come here for our classes, and it's very valuable time indeed.
Please explain your background from your childhood days to now, as far as why you're qualified to become one of my best teachers.
Oh, thank you. Well, I started as a child actor, as you know, Marty, and I started my first movie when I was 4 years old. Studied at all of the best schools, Strasberg, Shakespeare Society of America, Meisner, Groundlings, Comedy Improv, you know. A lot of places I studied throughout my young developmental years, and I was a working actress in Screen Actors Guild from 4 years old on. I went on at 15 to star on Broadway, made more money than my father per week at that time. And when I got into my 20s, though, I made a very, very conscious choice. I had made enough at that point. I could make a decision. You know, do I want to retire? Do I want to go to college? What do I want to do? But I decided that I wanted to be the nerd that I truly am and go behind the scenes and be a casting director. And I did that. I have been casting television, films, commercials, and I love every minute of it. I never will regret all the success I had and the wonderful experiences I had as an actor. Especially on the Brady Bunch. That was fun. That's an iconic classic show, and it kind of puts you in a category where people say, oh, you were on that? You know. But anyway, I love casting, and teaching was natural because I know all the skills. I know what it takes to be a great actor and get jobs, and I know what I look for in actors to book them in film or television. So that's when I started making adjustments and saying to actors who would come in, well, you can't get the job doing it that way. Do it again, do it this way, do it that way, until people kept saying, can I pay you to teach me? So many, many years ago, I just said, well, this must be my path.
There you go.
And I added a teaching, but I love teaching the children.
See, the secret to her success is passion, because she's taken a talent, she's taken an interest, and put it together to become passion. So, before we close, I have one more question that I think is important.
Okay. You
are a teacher, and you are professionally a casting director. Have any of your students from EIE landed a job on any commercials under your direction?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll tell you several of them, but here's one success story.
Good.
Had a young man, and should I say his name?
No.
Okay. He shall remain nameless, but he was very shy. Didn't want to get on the stage the first class, but his mother knew to keep letting him in my class. And now, he just this month starred in a music video directed by the famous director, he's a producer actually, David Tickle, who was Ringo Starr's sound engineer and Prince's producer and U2's producer. Anyway, he picked John.
That's okay.
I said his name.
That's okay, no last names.
Okay. He picked him out of hundreds of people who wanted that job, but I submitted John, and he picked him to star in the music video, and very proud of him. And he also was in a commercial last month. So he came from just coming into the class to get out of shyness to becoming a real professional actor, and now he wants to do that as a career. And he's doing it.
There you go. Another life-changing example of what happens here at EIE Academy. And I want to thank you, Chris Gilmore, for being part of our EIE faculty. And for you, the listener, if you're within a 50-mile radius of Monrovia, I can only highly recommend this class. It's one of my top exploratory classes that go with my woodworking class, my model making class, and a ton of other classes. But just give it a shot, And if you want more information, please go to excellenceineducationhomeschooling.com and you'll get everything you need. So thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
And adios.
Bye-bye.